So I'm going to leave the music off because... Oh, look, see? 9 o'clock. We found it. That was actually incredibly well timed. So... Alright. Let's get this on. Going live in 10, 9, 8... Hey world, it's Tobo. It is June 1st, 2013, and welcome back to the party. There's something I want to say, but I can't remember what it is, so I'm going to say this instead. Today we are casting the semifinal game of WarningCat versus the Time Ad Trio. Two people in that trio are just the same person, just using different IDs, so yay! Backstory. I don't have all of the games because not everyone streamed. I do have KCM and Verifo, who are both on the same team, so we're going to be following the Time Ad Trio tonight. I don't have any of WarningCat or... I don't have any of Warning Track or JetCat's games for this set because they didn't stream their games, and that's fine. I also don't have... Never mind, that's a... Now, I'm going to have to tell you anyway, aren't I? Yeah, I'm going to have to tell you anyway. I don't have... Viri's streams for the beginning of... for the beginning of the set, so I'm just going to tell you what happened. What happened was in Viri's games, he went 5-1. Versus JetCat. Nope. Viri went 5-1 versus Warning Track. That makes more sense. Viri went 5-1 versus Warning Track, and one game was played by KCM that wasn't streamed at all, and I believe JetCat won that. So the Time Ad Trio is currently down 6-1. As we head in to the game. Now, this of course means that if Team WarningCat wins a game before the Time Ad Trio, namely KCM in this case, wins 5 games, then WarningCat just wins. So KCM needs to pull 5 sniper wins back to back to back here. Not going to be easy, but certainly possible. Let's get to it. Now, KCM is playing Sniper, so I have my notes here. Round 1, JetCat is Yellow Danger with dark green dress as the seduction target as we get into this. Let's have a look here. Going for what was probably planned to be a seduce right off the bat, but seduction target didn't decide to cooperate, so he goes for one at the windows, and it looks like he got it off fairly nicely. Decided not to step in for another one right away, which is quite honestly the safe way to do it. Spends a little bit of time hanging out at a painting. Actually, no, never mind. He was grabbing a briefcase there. That's kind of awesome. Winds up putting it down. And heads over to get another seduce in. Now, it's possible here that that JetCat, our spy, will have finished up his seduce with this, but most likely he's gonna need to get one more in. So let's just assume he needs one more of those. Still hanging out in that conversation. Now, KCM here just picked up his first highlight. It was not JetCat. There's another one, but he hasn't low-lit anyone either, so KCM is not in the best spot as JetCat goes to pick up his inspects. But, you know, that's alright. Picks up a low light just now. As JetCat puts down that statue, and heads over. Have a quick chat in the conversation here. Not a whole lot going on right now as KCM is up to 2 lowlights at this point, as well as 2 highlights. None of any of them are Jetcat, but Jetcat is running a little bit low on time. He's probably picked up his last flirt by, like... Okay, I'm going to assume one of his 2 initial flirts were green tests, which would mean... I believe that this, like that just there, is his final flirt. So, Jetcat has a minute to go, and I believe 2 missions to do, so he could be having a bit of trouble with this. It's not going to be easy, I'll tell you that much. 40 seconds to go. You really gotta get moving, Jetcat. You're running out of time here, man. Come on, man. What are you doing, man?
Banana bread.
Alright, I didn't catch whether or not that was a real BB, but I think it was fake. So, I think Jetcat at this point is just trying to goad KCM into taking a shot. It doesn't look like it's gonna work. Not sure what he's doing back there, but it's not getting any missions done. There's the end of the game. Yes, that was a fake banana bread. Time-Ad Trio picks up that first game, and the comeback begins. 6-2 is the current scoreline. And even though KCM is still on the ropes, he picked up that first game fairly nicely. Displayed excellent patience. As we go into balcony for the second game. What just happened? That's not my stream. That's actually what Casey's stream looks like. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. So all I know is the window just got really damn small. I'm skipping ahead, man. I don't care. Where's the next game? Looks like we're about to get started here. Okay. Skipping ahead more. Come on. Come on. Continuous. There we go. Alright. Game 2. Orange dress is the spy, because orange dress is always the spy. Burgundy dress is the seduction target. Now, orange dress is low lit. Okay, orange dress is now highlight. I can get excited again. I don't know what happened there, but she's gotten a fairly good flirt in early on, as well as that super fast banana bread. 2 lowlights at the moment, and 3 highlights. Jetcat being one of them, so KC is on track. But so is Jetcat at this point. Minute and 10 seconds to go as he leaves the convo. Probably preparing for that, that flirt. As Jetcat actually decides to play the briefcase since his seduction target's not feeling cooperative. Got himself normal lit for it too, so that's nice, but the seduction target's really just not being friendly. Decides to walk in on the exact other end of the conversation. This is going to be really hard if he wants to finish up his flirts in 30 seconds. He might have to go for a panic bug. Actually just takes a bullet there. So KC picking up 2, bringing his team within 3. If he picks up 3 more, he's got it tied up. So, excitement. You know what? I don't feel like talking about that. So skipping ahead. Next game. Back to balcony. Here we go. Light blue jacket will be the spy with white jacket as the seduction target. Not white danger, white jacket. Jacket. Wow. Jacket and jacket. I just got really confused for a moment there. Anyway, Jacket, the spy, hanging out the windows for a bit, nets himself a low light. This could be really bad. Then again, KCM's come back from a low lit situation before. As Jacket steps in position for his flirt. Hasn't actually got that flirt yet. Just waiting for his turn to talk, looks like, before he grabs it.
Banana bread.
Gets the BB, though. And still hasn't got himself normal lit. There's that flirt he wanted. It's very possible he was just out of range for a 50% flirt there. He can bug in conversation, but it's really dangerous. And he just lost his window for it. He's really not moving from that convo. Neither is seduction target. 35 seconds to go, and he's only got 1 flirt in, and I don't think it's possible for it to have been a 50. He really needs to get a move on here. He's really having... honestly, Jacket has been... Come on, Tobo, words, man. Jacket has been having trouble getting his missions done. Tournament situations can be really worrying, and he's just not taking the risks he needs to be taking. Still in that conversation with 10 seconds to go. There's really nothing he can do at this point, unless he goes for a last-minute epic bug. But he doesn't. Just lets the time tick away, and KCM, his patience wins him yet another round, as he has it within 2. Not quite a reverse all kill he's going for here, but pretty damn close. 1 game away from it. 5 in a row is sure as hell not easy to pull off. But KC looks like he's up for the challenge. Okay. Once again, I don't feel like talking about this, so I'm skipping ahead. Come on. Found the next game! Okay. Just let me back up to a little bit before that so I can actually say something. Okay, White Danger is the spy this time, with orange dress as the seduction target. Here we go. Jacket looking for an early flirt, heads to the window to pick that up. Should get it fairly nicely there. Yep, checks his watch, he got that flirt in. And looks like he's actually might go for another one here at the window. Nope, decides not to. Just hanging the conversation instead. Doesn't want to be that suspicious. Hasn't picked up a highlight from that first flirt, which makes sense. That went quite well for him, though. So he's gonna see if he can pick up another one here. He's in damn good position for it. Good position for the BB, too, if that's the real double agent.
Banana bread.
Yeah, that is! It was only a white test, but still, he hit that fairly nicely. And, not only that, but he gets a flirt in as well. Now, it is possible that he's done his flirts, but I couldn't tell you for sure. Let's just go ahead and assume he needs one more as he goes. Ooh, that was not good. That was not good. He missed the pad and had to adjust ever so slightly to get back in there. But it wasn't spotted by KC. So Jacket picks up a highlight, but he's doing okay. He's got his inspects done. It's possible he's got his flirts done. He's got his banana bread done. He's making good time on this one. Nope. Here he goes, finishing up his flirt right here. There he goes. That's the final flirt, over and done with. Wow, he's taking a hell of a lot of scrutiny here. Looks like KCM realized who the ST was and took the shot. 1 game away, and KC has brought it to overtime. Now, most of you probably already know what happens, but I don't give a crap. I know what happens. I'm still excited. This is fun to watch. Skipping ahead to the next game. I'm too impatient for this stuff. Alright, here we go. Yellow Danger is the spy with burgundy dress as the seduction target. And JetCat just can't seem to slip anything by KC here as he goes in for his first seduce. Nice and quick. I want to say something about the pathing he used to get there, but it was time of chaos, and no one's going to notice that anyways. Now, he does pick up his first seduce pretty nicely. It was really close, so it's possible to get a 50% off that quite easily. Maybe even 51%, but I don't think it's quite that close. And yes, it is possible. As he goes in for a couple of quick inspects. Picked up a highlight. So that's a bit of a shame. Usually you want to try to save getting highlight for later on, because it's going to happen as he picks up his banana bread off a white test. So not optimal, but it works. People don't pay a whole lot of attention to who's talking during the banana bread anymore unless you're on balcony. And even then, not so much. KC has 4 lowlights at this point. And if JetCat, goes for another flirt here, it won't be a very good one. He's too far away. Heads to the window to check his watch. No time ad as he finishes off his drink. And heads to pick up what may well be his final flirt. There that goes. Let's call that 3 missions done. I'm pretty sure at this point that that's the case. Picks up a drink with 50 seconds to go. That could be bad. But it'll certainly help him be inconspicuous. He is 1 of 2 highlights at this point. He's really chugging that drink, actually. Taking 2 sips already. 30 seconds to go. This could be tight. Looks like he's going for a swap here. And takes a bullet for it. KCM has brought it to overtime. And we're going to be switching things up a little bit here. Because this is the point where we actually have some of Viri's games. So, the way overtime works, well, the way they played it, is... No, John, this isn't a tie. This is overtime. Big difference. Here's how the overtime works in the tournament. Well... Okay, here's how the overtime works in this case, because they weren't really able to coordinate all 4 players to go at the same time. So what they did was they each played 3 games, 1 on each map. That would be Viri versus WarningCat, 1 on each map, and KC versus JetCat, 1 on each map. The idea is that they will only use the score from as many games as is necessary to determine a winner. If for some reason there's a tie, after all this shenaniganry, they do it again. That is how they did it. So the first overtime round begins. Here are the games. Viri versus WarningCat. Here we go. Viri's game 1 on Ballroom. Goes for the bug and gets it. A little bit of a weird... Okay, a lot of a weird bug. Could easily have just walked by for it, but decided to enter the convo as well. Not the greatest flirt there, and a fast talk to go with it, so that's a bit unfortunate, but it's okay. Viri here, going for the briefcase where I thought he was going to go for the statues, but winds up just putting it down as the ambassador wound up at the bookshelf as Viri steps in for his banana bread. Hits the white test on it. Going green there was very dangerous, but the banana bread actually got him shot. He got highlight for that, got highlight for the super weirdness bug. And the banana bread just clinched it. So, the time ad trio down 7-6. As we go in to KC's first game on Ballroom. Orange dress as the spy, and Blondo as the seduction target. Here we go. Jekat as spy, KCM as sniper. Jekat picking up a seduce at the bookshelf. I don't know why it took me so long to get the word bookshelf. All three of them got a highlight for it because of how crowded that was. So Jekat not off to a very good start. Even if he did hit the green test on that seduce. WarningCat's getting excited that I'm splicing them together in order, and I literally just decided to do that when Viri's game finished. I was like, ooh, I could do this. Okay, so, Jekat gets another flirt in. Pretty nice one, too. And actually, lets himself get interrupted by Yellow Danger. That's quite interesting to me. As Jekat heads back to the bookcase. Now, you have to remember, there's no swap in this game. He decided to go for microfilm instead of swap on this one. So, KC is going to be looking at the bookcases. As Jekat goes in to get his seduces, sorry, not seduces, inspections, all finished up. Drawn Onward just said something really long in the chat, and I'm trying not to look at it. Alright, so Jekat finished that up, goes in for another seduce. This is going to be his last one that he needs. There it goes, with 1 minute and 30. 2 missions to go. Wonder what he's gonna do. Could be tricky to get all these off, but if anyone can do it. Let's be honest, if anyone can do it, Slappy Davis can. Didn't go for the bug there, going for the banana bread here instead. Not in the best spot for it, but it looks like it'll work well enough. Here we go. There's a banana bread. It was the white test. One of his highlights got taken down, and that was enough to get shot. So KCM wins his game, bringing it back to 7-7, which takes us back to Viri's side. Okay, let's have a look here. Let me skip ahead just a tad so we can actually get into the game here. 7-7 is the current scoreline. As we move into Viri's overtime game, number 1 on Courtyard 2. And as per the name of his team, starts it off with a time ad. Goes for a flirt right after, hits the green test on that, so 50% there. Double talks just because the game told him to. Drawn onward, off to a very good start here. Goes for a fake BB too. Very nicely done. Even hit the green test on it, so that was actually quite nice. It's in a damn good position for a second banana bread as well. Except that other conversation that was huge is starting to break up a bit here. Alright. Picks up a second seduce. Winds up double talking. Alright. So, Viri with 2 minutes and 30 to go. Here he goes, setting up for what's going to look like a really nice banana bread. Assuming people actually stop leaving the damn conversations. AI, come on guys, be cool. Viri just wants to banana bread. Here we go. Conversations are filling up. There we go. There's the banana bread. Viri is hitting green tests like a beast. Oh man, actually got stuck and Damon for a moment hits another green test on the time ad because Virifo and finishes up his seduce. 2 missions done with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Viri is in good shape time-wise. But I'm not really sure what kind of shape he's in suspicion-wise. That remains to be seen. Here he goes. Looks like he's heading to the statues here. Yep. Statues it is. Goes in for his inspects. 2 minutes to go. Viri's looking in good shape here. If he can... All he has left to do now are the hard tells. This is where things get difficult. Even with 2 missions to do it in, you might not find the opportunity you're looking for. It's not like SpyParty's an easy game, guys. Alright, Viri taking his time here. Waiting to see if he can find an opportunity. Let's see if he actually can. Where's the ambassador headed? Looks like he's headed just to the windows there, so that's certainly not the break he was looking for. Ambassador just did some weird frickin' 360 and joins the convo on the other side, so again, not the break Viri was looking for. So he heads back to the statues, hoping to get a swap off. I can only assume. He can't now. Warning track's looking too close. Puts the statue down. Switches statues. Probably not going to swap this one either. Actually does! Hits the green test on that. I suppose after the amount of time he spent getting green tests all damn game long, he can kind of count out the green test there. He can be fairly confident in it as well. Goes to a third statue on the other side here. As the swap goes off, right there. Does warning track see it? Looks like no, he's not. He's looking too closely at Virifo. 1 second left. Gets the game. Holy mackerel! That was a hell of a game. I honestly didn't think Viri was gonna get that. That was awesome. So the time ad trio goes up 7-8 as we head back to KC's side. Alright, skip ahead a little bit, find the next game. KC on Courtyard 2. Orange dress once again is the spy with Generalissimo as the sniper. And Jekat goes to the statues right away, possibly for a swap, but I didn't see what that was beforehand. Okay. I'm going to assume that a swap occurred, because I don't know, because I didn't see the statue. So that means 2 missions done, and 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go. One of the hardtail missions done as well, so if that was indeed a swap, Jetcat's in fantastic spot, except for the fact that he just went and stood in the middle of frickin' nowhere for no reason. I think he missed the pad on a briefcase pickup, but it's okay. He's doing alright. He's not been highlight yet. Lots of bouncing going on with Burgundy Dress as Jetcat lines up for what's probably going to be a banana bread here as soon as people start getting in conversation. Now, Jetcat is really just hanging out and looking super inconspicuous here. He's not doing a whole lot, as what I can only assume was the double agent just left the conversation. Jetcat just chatting it up. Not really a whole lot for KCM to be looking at here. As Jetcat actually goes back to the statues. It's possible he's just doing this to be less conspicuous. Who knows? Goes in for a suboptimal flirt.
Banana bread.
There's the banana bread. And unless I missed a lot of flirts or wrote down the wrong guy or wasn't paying attention or something, Jetcat's not in a very good spot here unless he can pick up this bug somehow. Ooh, there's his chance to get that bug in. Was that it? Was that the bug? If so, that was badass. He just swapped the statue, didn't he? I'm sure he just swapped the statue. What the? Okay. So he didn't swap at the beginning. He actually swapped it at the end. Wow. Wow. Okay. So, WarningCat ties up the set once more. And right after I take a drink of water here, man, that was awesome. So, it's time to head back to Viri's stream. By the way, I'm not fanning myself for dramatic effect here. I'm fanning myself because it actually just is way too hot in this damn room. But, here we go. Skipping ahead to the next game. Here we are on balcony. Here's where things get ridiculous. I started in the middle of the game. Here we go. Virafo for the time ad trio starts in a really, really nice position with the seduction target and hits the green test on that. And then oh, wow. I apologize for that. The word I was attempting to say was ambassador. But then he left and all is good. So, Viri goes from window to window, ignoring a prime chance to banana bread and likely getting himself low-lit actually as he goes back in to hopefully finish up his seduction. There we go. Seduction is complete. With a minute to go, Viri's in great shape here. He just needs to find a chance to hit this BB. And here it is. Here's the chance he was looking for, but considering how much talking he's doing, if he wants to try it now, he really needs a green test. Doesn't hit it. This could be super bad. There's the banana bread. There's the shot. WarningCat up 9-8. Drama is occurring, ladies and gentlemen, as we head back to KCM's stream to watch his balcony game. My notes say red tie and yellow danger. Red tie being the spy, Yellow Danger being the seduction target, and here we go. JetCat starts in conversation right off the bat. Don't worry, Zero, I was actually fairly careful with my notes this time around. And the seduction target decides to be a little bit antagonistic here. Stepping into the conversation in a really terrible spot and then promptly leaving immediately afterwards. JetCat just kind of fidgeting nervously in this conversation as the seduction target decides he wants to play the briefcase like a jerk. Hands off the briefcase, goes to enter the conversation and has no choice, really, but to go next to
Banana bread.
JetCat. There's the banana bread. It was only a white test. As the seduction target leaves again. This guy's just being a dick, to be honest. This is the jerkest seduction target. I'm not really sure how JetCat's gonna pull this off. It's gonna be really hard. He re-enters the convo right as his seduction target frickin' leaves again. 30 seconds to go. I don't think he's even gotten a single flirt off yet. He might be able to get this bug though. It's gonna be hella risky, but never mind. I think JetCat's screwed. I'm gonna just come out and say it. If KCM doesn't shoot anybody, there's really not much JetCat can do about this. It's not even his fault. Goes for the fake BB. Almost gets shot anyways. His WarningCat. Yeah, KCM ties up the game. So, that's 3 overtime games gone. Tied up at 9-9 at the moment, which means we're heading right back into more overtime games. I don't think anybody saw this coming. But here we go. Starting out with Virifo back on Ballroom once again. Here we go. Virifo looks like he wants to pick up an early flirt or banana bread here. Goes for the flirt. Didn't hit the white test. Sorry, didn't hit the green test. It wasn't a particularly good flirt after that. That's okay. He heads to the statues. Quite nicely timed as well. As he starts to get his... I don't want to keep burping. I apologize. As he goes to get his inspects in. That's 2. That's 3. And there's no swap available right now. It's just microfilm instead. I don't know why I said just microfilm, but I said just, and then I was like, wait a second, what am I talking about? Here comes the banana bread. And there goes the banana bread. Couple of lowlights, but in general it was a fairly good one. Lots of people in conversation, but they were fairly spread out. Zviri heads to the bookcase to see if he can get this microfilm transfer underway. Takes out the book, heads in for a flirt. Hits the green test on that. One more good flirt and he'll be able to get that done. JetCat, however, Warning Track, however, looks suspicious. Actually takes the book right back to where he got it. Waiting to see if he can have a chance to microfilm. Doesn't get one, so he just puts the book right back where he found it. Heads over for one final flirt, but then realized his seduction target was picking up the briefcase, so he repathed. That stuff like that always looks bad when you're as the spy, but when you're looking as the sniper, it actually looks very AI-like. Now, he's in a fantastic position here for the bug, because he's in range to bug and convo, but he's not in the ambassador's personal space. Goes for the bug, gets it! Is he gonna get shot? Is he gonna get shot? Yes, he is gonna get shot! So Team WarningCat go up 10-9. And let's see if KCM can keep their team alive. Orange dress once again as the spy with light blue jacket as a seduction target. And here we go. A little bit of an odd repath there to see if you can get a flirt in, but it wounds up on the wrong side of the conversation, so I can't help but wonder if this is actually the DA he's standing next to. Gets the flirt either way, though. As what may be the DA decides he's leaving. So not the greatest start for Jetcat, but it'll do as he goes to pick up that middle statue for 3 quick inspects. KCM here with a low light already, which is pretty nice, and only one highlight, which just happens to be Jetcat. So KC is in fairly good position here, as Jetcat heads to the window for no apparent reason, other than to plan his next move. Here we go. Where's he headed? Looks like he was headed for a flirt, but his seduction target decides he didn't want to be there anymore. To go talk to some of his other friends. Once again, no swap statue in the mission pool. It's microfilm instead. This surprises me because microfilm is way too damn frickin' hard. Fairly nice bouncing there. So that won't make him too suspicious as the seduction target decides to be the jerkest again. He does a fairly nice fake BB there, actually. Doesn't manage to get himself normal lit, though. So that's a shame. It was a good plan, just didn't quite pan out the way he was hoping. Minute and 20 to go. And Jetcat's not in a very good spot here. He picks up the real BB. And this is an issue. There are only 3 non-low-lit folks left. 2 of them are high-lit, and one of them just got shot in the ass. So KCM picks up the game for his team. 10-10 is the current scoreline as we head right back over to Verifo. This is insane. This is frickin' insane, man. Blows my mind. Alright. So 10-10 in a best of 12. Yeah. Current scoreline is 10-10 in a best of 12 as we move in to Veery's next game on Courtyard, I believe? Come on, Veery. Yeah, Courtyard. Here we go. Verifo starts the game off. There's a quick loop around, right back to where he started for that quick flirt. Gets it off and ditches it immediately. Little bit dangerous, but usually people don't notice stuff like that, so that's actually quite nice. Picks up that statue really fast, so that might be a bit of a tell. Doesn't look like he's swapping here, just going for the inspects. Sets that statue down. Goes in for another flirt. It is way too freaking hot in this room. Okay. Hits the white test on that, so he's in a position where one good white test... Actually, never mind, because he hits a fake BB there. Not entirely sure why. The conversations were very full, so... Warning track wasn't able to get much off of it, but still. with the real BB now. Doesn't hit the green test, so... But luckily, he got that, he got a very early banana bread in that talk cycle as he goes to swap a statue. Doesn't hit the green test, but might be able to get away from this. Yes, he does! I don't think Jetcat was able to see that at all, as Virifo comes in to finish up his flirt, but he needs a green test to do it. There's that green test. Here's the flirt. Did he get seen for the swap? Doesn't look like he did. Virifo is celebrating for good reason. And Virifo picks up a game for Time Ad Trio, which puts Team WarningCat on the ropes. Everybody's on the ropes. Everybody's always on the ropes. We're in overtime here. Things are getting crazy. That was a really good game for Virifo there. Played that out very nicely. I also really loved his celebratory happy dance. That just made me happy as we head right back over to KCM's stream. His game on Courtyard 2, playing against Jetcat with red dress as the spy and blue dress as the seduction target. Here we go. Can't actually see. There you are. So Jetcat goes to the statues really early on, probably hoping for a quick swap, but not able to get it off here. Is able to get those inspects though, so that's fairly nice as he steps into the conversation, ready for his first flirt. KCM's asking in the chat. So yes, I do believe red dress is indeed the spy, with blue dress as a seduction target. So I think he was able to get that first flirt in before his seduction target bails on him, but I'm not 100% on that. Goes back for another one though. His seduction target bails on him again. Again, I'm not sure whether or not he was able to actually get that off. Let's just go on ahead, assume he was, and that he only needs one more seduce to finish this up. But the seduction target has been less than cooperative. As Jetcat goes in for what looks like, well, for what's definitely another flirt, what may well be his last one. He's not snuggling up to blue dress, so this tells me that he only needs one more at this point. And there's that flirt. Minute and 20 to go. 2 missions down. But he still has a hard tell to do. There's the banana bread, so that's 3 missions down. Nicely played. And he's in decent position for the bug if KC wasn't looking quite so closely. I really like that BB. That was super nice. So he goes in for what might actually be a swap. It's going to be really dangerous. It's a possibility. Did he swap? He did not swap. Okay. Unless he greened it. But statue has not yet been swapped. As he goes, what are you doing? Why are you standing there? Someone else got shot. All is good. That freaked me out, man. That freaked me right the hell out. Jetcat was just standing, not in the combo. I don't think the briefcase was even nearby, so that doesn't explain things. I don't know what happened, but it turned out okay. Jetcat brings it up to 11-11. And yes, that was a green swap at the end there. And yeah, it's 11-11. Current scoreline. That standing randomly really threw me off. But let's head back to Viri's stream for the final. well, not necessarily final, game on... Oh, God, Veery! That was very not awesome. Goes for the time ad on balcony. What are you doing, man? That's super dangerous. Gets shot for it. So that was unfortunate. First, he wasn't able to get in the conversation because the other people just like elbowed him out of the way. It's like, no, this is our spot. Get out of here. And then he did his basic, oh crap, my beginning isn't going well, which I believe for Veery is, dude, I need to add time. So he did that and he died. That was incredibly unfortunate. I'm not really sure what else to say about that. But let's head over, see if KCM can pull it back for the time ad trio. Oh, I forgot to tell you who the spy was. Okay, pausing. Blue Danger is the spy, with the man in the red tie, who is this chap, as the seduction target. Unpausing. Here we go. Okay. Seduction target enters convo on the other side of the conversation, so that's a little bit suboptimal. Very slow start to this round of balcony. Seduction target has been low lit, so it's going to be even harder to pick him out of a crowd. Not really sure what's going through KCM's head here, but I don't know what goes through anyone's head at balcony because I'm bad at balcony. Seduction target still not being friendly, but
Banana bread.
there's the banana bread actually. As Green Dress bails right away. Actually gets normal lit for it. That's interesting. I guess people don't really BB and run much on balcony. Re-enters the convo and got her high lit back. 3 suspects at the moment. And Jackhat has not been having good luck with these flirts. Not sure he's actually going to be able to finish this up. Kinda has to count on KC not taking the shot here, which is very dangerous thing to count on. Goes for the time ad. That was indeed a time ad. No, it wasn't. I'm just projecting. I wanted it to be a time ad, so I said it was, and it turns out it wasn't. He is highlight again. Not going to be able to finish this up, I'm pretty sure. There's the talk. There's overtime. It actually does get shot for it, so KCM keeping the team alive. And after 6 rounds of standard play, and then 6 rounds of overtime, yeah, that's kind of awesome. So, time for overtime, part 3. Current score is 12-12 in the best of 12. That is the semifinals of the SpyParty Memorial Cup. This is awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you, on Ballroom, Virafo. Skipping ahead a bit. Skipping ahead too far, apparently. Come on. Okay, this'll do. Okay, and just let me pause for a second. The game just started. You know how my stream has a thing about tied games? It just occurred to me that even though it's a tournament game and it can't tie, this set is trying really, really, really hard to tie. It can't, but it really wants to. KCM is talking about how hard he and JCat were laughing because, presumably because of how long this damn game is taking. By this point, the title of various streams are just "Will it ever end?" in all caps. The games just keep getting handed back and forth, and nobody ever wins. Let's see if we can remedy that here as we start off with KCM here on Ballroom. Finishes his drink and starts with a couple of quick inspects. Not able to get all three because he's at a side statue, but that's alright. Statue goes down. Everybody's on the other end of the room, so Fury's gonna go and say hi to them. Actually, in range for a plant. Goes for it. Gets it. Totally invisible. That was a brilliant bug. Just barely patient enough to get that off. That was super nice. Takes a drink in celebration. And goes for his seduce. And likely his banana bread. Wow, I'm burping a lot today. I'm sorry, guys. Not sure whether or not he grabbed a highlight, but got in the flirt. It was slightly less than optimal. DA leaves, so he's not quite able to get that banana bread in that he wanted. So he goes to a lonely conversation and starts chugging that drink. Took two really fast ones. That's probably going to be fairly suspicious. I think he just grabbed a highlight for it. Here's a banana bread. Doesn't hit the green test on it. Does hit quite a nice banana bread, though. I think there was only one person who actually was able to get low lit from that. As he goes in, for another flirt. And gets shot. That pathing, man. WarningCat up 13-12. And Veery just not having the best of luck in these games. One glass of water down. We're an hour in, so I've been doing well with the water. Alright. Time to watch KCM. Let me pause. Right. Orange dress. It's always orange dress, isn't it? Orange dress is the spy. Dark green dress is seduction target. Here we go. I don't know what the heck he's doing here, but he just... The pathing's odd, but he goes, finds himself a lonely conversation. Someone decides he wants to crash his lonely party, so he just leaves. Heads to the statues. Once again, no swap. Microfilm's there instead. Picks up a middle statue, gets highlight for it. So, quite likely able to get all three of his inspects there, but at the cost of a highlight, that is not the best trade. Goes and finds himself another lonely conversation. Wait, actually spends 2 cycles there, so that's not great. So he goes here for the briefcase. Probably a good idea at this point, too. Winds up putting it down, though. And heads to the window. Checks his watch. Might go for a time ad here. Nope, no time ad. Everything is normal. as he heads to the bookcase to see if he can start off that microfilm. It stopped playing, so I'm going to pause this for a moment and investigate technical difficulties. Come on. What the heck's going on here? I'm just gonna have to reload this in, 3 minutes and 12 seconds. I'm not sure what's going on. That's strange. We'll get you back to your regular scheduled programming in a moment. Alright, here we go. Once again, here he is at the green bookcase. Doesn't look like he was able to start off that microfilm, though. Okay, this just in. Apparently, the load testing for open beta has started. It's on Twitter, apparently. I'm assuming that's going to be at SpyParty. I can words, right? So, tweets. Back to the game. As Orange Dress stands in a conversation for some reason, most likely for the banana bread. Not seeing any banana bread, though. Once again, dark green dress is a seduction target, so there's nothing going on there. Picks up a drink. Minute and 20 to go. Finally picks up a normal light, but at the cost of having done very little this game. He's got his inspects in, but I think that's actually it. No seduces, nothing. I'm watching here, but he doesn't really seem to be doing much. Here he heads off for that first seduce there at the bookcase. Takes a sip. Takes a book. Let's see if he can actually manage to get a microfilm in here. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to because that laser's right on him. Nope. Has to put the book away. With 15 seconds to go, I really don't think there's much you can do at this point. Here's a couple of highlights. There's the banana bread. A couple of lowlights going down. Waiting for overtime, I would assume. No overtime occurs. Other than, you know, the one we've been watching this entire damn time. And KCM wins his game, ties it back up again. So here we head back over to Virafo. Alright, here we go. 13-13 is the current scoreline with Virafo picking up the spy boots here on Courtyard 2. I can only imagine how stressed out these guys must be after 13, well, I guess actually 26 games and still no winner crowned. That's insane, man. Sorry, 26 overtime games. That's not even standard time. Here he comes in. A little bit of an awkward spot in the conversation, but very nice for the seduce and the banana bread if he wants it. I'm not really sure what was with the fake BB and run there, but just seemed a little bit odd to me. Not able to get the real banana bread off before these double agent bails on him, but he gives chase and prepares to banana bread in what may be one of the biggest conversations I've ever seen. Doesn't hit the green test, but in a conversation this big, who cares? Goes and hangs out by Damon and takes a bullet. Not really sure why, quite likely pathing issues. But here, WarningCat is once again up by 1. in the overtime rounds. This is freaking insane, man. And let me just say, Veery has not been having the best of games. He really hasn't. It's mostly just really unlucky AI or really unlucky pathing. Most of it's really not his fault, is what I'm trying to get at, but he's just not having a good night. Let's head back to KCM. Have a look at his 6th game on Courtyard 2. 5th game on Courtyard 2. KCM's 5th game on Courtyard 2 against Yellow Danger, with Blue Danger as the spy. Sorry, Yellow Danger's the spy, Blue Danger's the seduction target. And here we go. Looks like he's heading in for his flirt right off the bat, in a fairly good position for it. So hasn't actually done the talk yet, though, which surprises me. There he goes. There he gets his flirt. So that's quite possibly 50%. KCM is mentioning that Veery actually won a third of his overtime matches, and considering he's the spy in these, it's actually fairly good. So my train of thought just exploded. Back to casting! As Jetcat actually decides he wants to play the briefcase. Something I'm terrible at personally, but he seems to get away with it quite nicely. Does a fair bit too. And once again, he's in a nice spot to pick up that seduce. Yep, there it goes. Now, it is possible for him to have done his seduce here. With 1 minute and 40 to go. I think that's the only mission he's got done. So here he steps in to the statues, looking for a couple of inspects. Gets them off. Sets down his statue. It looks like he's gunning for banana bread here. But, assuming that was the real VA, he got bailed on. So that is unfortunate. Actually, the DA comes right back in. He hits the banana bread on the green test, so that's quite nice considering the amount of people who were in conversation there. That was a very nice banana bread, actually. Quite impressed. Although, he only actually has 2 missions done. Unless he got a green swap and he went for the statues, but I doubt it. 30 seconds left as he finishes up his seduce, which I thought he had done before, but I guess not. And that's 3 missions done. He needs 1 more. Where's he headed? Looks like he's coming in to see if he can swap this. It's gonna be tight. It's a good thing he's got dark green dress there with him. Okay, so he knows it is either yellow jacket or dark green dress. Here comes the green swap. Boom, there's that. Now he's looking, found him, takes the shot, and the Time-Ad Trio has once again tied it up after 14 rounds, is what I'm going to say. 28 games of overtime. That's bonkers. That's frickin' nuts. Okay, so shall we head back to Virafo? Virafo headed to balcony. Let's see if he can do this. Veery. Veery, what are you doing, man? That was That was unfortunate. But he's in a nice position for that seduce. And then he wasn't because the seduction target left, so that just sucks. Gets the flirt at the window, though. Not a brilliant one, but any flirt will do, especially on balcony, and window flirts are the most inconspicuous kind, so that was actually quite nice. I like that play a lot. Does a not time ad, which is a good play at this point. It's a bit of an odd entry to the conversation as he gets ready for that BB, but people start leaving on him. There's the time ad. This could be super bad. Fury, you're, that was, yeah. That was, again, unfortunate. So, that's it for Viri's third round of overtime? Yes. That is it for Viri's third round of overtime sets. He's been having... His last two balcony games just made me sad. He's had bad luck with quite a few of his games this evening. As we go in to KCM's game here on balcony. Fifth game on balcony. Generalissimo is the target with Snaps McGee as the seduction target. Let's see how this one goes. Starts in convo right away, and his seduction target winds up in a fairly nice spot to get that flirt in. So that's very handy. Grabs a drink, takes a sip, and leaves the convo. Did I miss a flirt? I thought he was going to flirt there, but I think he decided not to. Actually, just chugs his drink at the window. I don't think Casey saw it, but that's not a good thing.
Banana bread.
As he steps in for a BB, not the best. But he is in a damn nice position for that flirt. Have I been casting Snaps on accident? Because that's silly. Generalissimo is the spy, Snaps McGee is the seduction target. I don't think I've been casting Snaps, but I just had a really wait a second moment. So Generalissimo gets that flirt in with Snaps. And that was actually the game. So that was the single most anticlimactic final round in ever. Except maybe some StarCraft games where he decides, wait a second, we're in game 7? Time to cheese. And then it doesn't work and it's anticlimactic. But you know what I mean. So, okay, we're done. I feel bad about making that so anticlimactic, but there you have it. I'm back here doing this again on Tuesday, as is the norm. But, yeah, I had fun. That was a fantastic set. I want to say a huge thank you to all involved with that. And also to Canadian Bacon for being the guy who made the tournament. So, I'm done for now. Till next time, this is Deboshi, signing off.